Hello and welcome to this lecture, how to add number-based systems. So in our previous lesson, we've seen how to convert from base 10 to other bases, and we also saw how to convert from other bases to base 10. So in this particular video, we want to look at how to add numbers in other bases. Okay, so to add numbers in other bases, we need to consider these simple examples. So we have two examples here that we need to look at. So the first one is a simple one, 4 base 5 plus 4 base 5. In order to do this, we need to remember that numbers in base 5 are always smaller than 5. So if you have any number that is equal to or larger than 5 in base 5, then your answer is wrong. This means if we do 4 plus 4, normally we are supposed to have 8 as our answer, right? But you cannot have 8 base 5. This is wrong because 8 cannot be part of the numbers in base 5. This means we have to convert this 8, which is in base 10, to base 5. Okay? And we have learned how to convert numbers in base 10 to base 5. So if you did not watch that video, you can go to my playlist and check for that particular video. So what we are going to simply do to convert this 8 to base 5, we ask ourselves, how many times can 5 divide 8? The answer is 1. So we have 1. And when 5 divides 8, what will be the remainder? The remainder will be 3. So we'll put 3. So this means 8 base 5, which is not correct, is actually 13 base 5. So this means 4 base 5 plus 4 base 5 is equal to 13 base 5. So 4 base 5 plus 4 base 5 is actually equal to 13 base 5. Okay? So let's look at this second one. 3 base 6 plus 5 base 6. 3 base 6 plus 5 base 6. When you add 3 and 5 together, you are supposed to get 8. So we have 8 base 6. But there is nothing like 8 base 6 because 8 is bigger than 6. So we have to convert this incorrect answer to a correct form. So 8 base 6, how many times can 6 divide 8? The answer is 1. And when 6 divides 8 one time, what will be the remainder? The answer is 2. So we have 2. This means 8 base 6, which is not correct, is actually 12 base 6. So when you are told to add numbers in a particular base together, if you have an answer bigger than the base, then you have to convert it to an equivalent form in that particular base. So if you look here, you're going to see that 1 and 3 are actually numbers that should be in base 5. 1 and 2 are actually numbers that should be in base 6. So that is correct. So let's look at questions that are a little bit more complex. Okay, example. Simplify 2, 3, 4 base 5 plus 4, 3, 4 base 5. Okay, so in this question, we're expected to add these two base 5 numbers together. So let's do that. 2, 3, 4 base 5 plus 4, 3, 4 base 5. Okay, so remember, we are working with base 5 numbers, and none of the numbers in our answer should be 5 or greater than 5. So 4 plus 4 gives us 8. But we have already seen from this example that 8 base 5 is not possible. So we are converting it to 13 base 5. So what we are going to do here, we're going to write down 3 and bring 1 this way. So this 3, we write it down, and the 1, we take it to the next column. Okay, so 1 plus 3 gives us 4. 4 plus 3 gives us 7. So we now have 7 base 5, which is not correct. Therefore, we have to bring it down to the correct form. How many 5 do we have in 7? 1. And when 7 is divided by 5, would there be a remainder? The answer is yes. The remainder will be 2. So that means 7 base 5 in its correct form in base 5 is 12 base 5. So we're going to write down 2 and bring down 1 this way. Okay, so next, 1 plus 2 will give us 3. 3 plus 4 will give us 7. So we have already seen that 7 base 5 can be written as 12 base 5. So here we don't have any other column in front of this column, so we leave our answer as it is, which is 12. So this means our final answer is 1223 base 5. Very simple. Let's look at another example, okay? Example, simplify 101 base 2 plus 111 base 2, okay? So we're expected to add these two numbers. So this is in base 2, which is very simple, but let's look at it together, okay? So we have 1, 0, 1, and then 1, 1, 1. Okay, this is base 2, base 2. So we know that 1 plus 1 is equal to 2, but we don't have 2 base 2. So what we are going to do is, how many times does 2 divide 2? The answer is 1. And what will be the remainder? There will be no remainder. So 2 base 2 is not correct. So the correct form is 10 base 2. So what we are going to do is we are going to write down 0 and bring 1 this way. Okay. 1 plus 0 will give us 1, plus 1 will give us 2. But we have seen that 2 base 2 is not correct. So we convert it to 10 base 2. So we have 0 and we bring down 1. Okay. 1 plus 1 gives us 2, plus 1 gives us 3. But 3 base 2 is not correct. So what we are going to do is, how many times can 2 divide 3? The answer is 1. And when 3 is divided by 2, will there be a remainder? The answer is yes. The remainder will be 1. That means 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 11. So we have our answer as 11. Base 2. Remember, this is for numbers other than base 10. So our final answer will be 1100 base 2. So what have we gotten from this lesson? Whenever you add two numbers and the number you get as your answer is bigger than the base you are working on, all you need to do is convert it to a correct form. How do you do that? You divide the number you got by the base that you are working with, and then you add the remainder to it. So just as we did here, 7 divided by 5 gave us 1, and the remainder will be 2. So the correct form of 7 base 5 is actually 12 base 5. Okay, if you understood the topic, I'd like you to solve this classwork and leave your answer in the comment section. Okay, so we have simplify 675 base 8 plus 564 base 8. So solve this question and leave your answer in the comment section. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and leave a comment. Also watch out for the next video where we're going to be looking at how to subtract number-based systems. See you in the next one. Bye.